I want that one-on-one with Tessa Blanchard.
The following contest is for the WOW Tag Team Series.
It's not going to be fun and games when the bell rings, and here we go.
Hey, what up, everybody? Getting ready to review / preview, but really preview because there's no spoilers here. Wow Woman of Wrestling, episode 9 of season 2. And as always, there's no spoilers, there's no type of match, results, or any of that sort here. It's just enough to get you prepared for the upcoming episode, which is airing November 9th, 8 o'clock on AXS TV. And again, this is episode 9, so please check out episode 8 as well as my preview for episode 8 and previous episodes as well on the YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe for that as well. But we're going to be talking about episode 9 of season 2 tonight. So a lot of things to cover here because if you've been watching, a lot of things are finally getting ready to boil over, including our main event. Seems like finally we're going to get Tessa Blanchard versus Jungle Grrrl. In which we've seen over the last few episodes, a lot of chasing, a lot of findangling and getting out of the situation, a lot of ducking and dodging, but it seems to be that finally in this main event we're going to get the champion Tessa Blanchard versus Jungle Grrrl. But before that, we have 3 other matches we need to talk about, and first off we need to start off talking about the Beast. So the Beast clearly is upset. She feels like she should definitely have been in this main event, as we've seen her have her opportunity for the #1 contenders against Jungle Grrrl, but Lana Star seemed to have gotten involved in her working in cahoots with Sophia Lopez, which you know is never really good. But as we've seen in the last episode, the Beast was pretty upset. So she approached her in the parking lot and let her know that if you ever interfere in my match again, there's going to be some consequences. So Jungle Grrrl starts this show off. The Beast starts this show off by calling out Lana Star. And yes, last week she approached her, let her and sent out a warning. Tonight she calling her out, letting her know that she wants her now. But as we know, Lana Star, I swear, she always finds a way to get out of things, or sends her apprentice in the Lioness to do her dirty work. So I guess we have to see who actually does the Beast face in this introductory match. But I will say this, I feel sorry for whoever it is, because the Angry Beast is no good for anybody on the opposite side of that ring. So you just have to wait and see how that plays out. The second match now, well, we get Princess Aussie, who's really just been a change. It's been like a rebirth ever since she's been abducted by Siren and Voodoo Doll and Holiday, and her unity sticks, the bamboo sticks, which symbolizes unity in her country in Australia, they were taken and they were burnt. And over the last few weeks, we've seen a lot of just change in personality in Princess Aussie, but we're just quite not sure exactly what is happening here. But maybe we get some answers in this match. But she will be going against, well, accompanied by the world's greatest attorney, Sophia Lopez, who's always doing some manipulation behind the scenes. To be honest, she is the real snake in this match. But Serpentine, who's obviously been one of my favorites this entire season, just one of my favorite wrestlers, period, in all of professional wrestling. And so this should shape up to be a good match. Also, too, let it be known that Sophia Lopez on her Instagram today gave her best of wishes to her client, who also has business tonight in Combate Americas, and which is going to be an MMA bout tonight. So will Serpentine be victorious in 2 nights in a row, tonight being an MMA and tomorrow being a WOW? So you just have to wait and see. Going into the third match now. Now we are getting. Wait, excuse me. Before we get into this third match too, we have an amazing video package as always by WoW, where we get a chance to really get to know our favorite tattoo announcer and Jungle Grrrl, who just comes from this rich family history, which we all know about with the Guerreros, with Chavo and Eddie and so forth. But we really get to a little bit of a glimpse behind the scenes with her, which is really, really heartfelt, and you really don't want to miss out on that. But now going into the third match too, we're getting into the last match before the finals for the Wild Tag Team Championship Series, which we seen last week that Fire and Adrenaline cashed in their tickets for it. But this week we have a match with Chantilly, Chella, and Sassy Massy, who last week picked up individual victories to build some momentum going into this week. But it's going to take a very, very lot if they want to be victorious against the Monsters of Madness with Havok and Hazard. So that's going to be a really hard-hitting yet fun and exciting match, which has high stakes, as the winner here will be going into the finals of the Tag Team Championship Series.
The WoW World Championship stands as the richest prize in all of women's wrestling. 6 women: Terry Gold, Danger, Lana Star, Jungle Grrrl, Santana Garrett, and Tessa Blanchard have given everything within themselves to wear the purple and gold around their waist. Each showed the ambition, sacrifice, and skills inside and outside the ring to represent the gold. And like all champions of their respective sport, winning the championship, feeling the weight of the championship is another. In each battle they are declared victorious. It adds kindling to the fire that burns inside them all. 2 women that have stoked that fire, 2 women whose passions possesses flames that touch the cosmos, are the current world champion Tessa Blanchard and the former champion Jungle Grrrl. These 2 know better than any other competitor what it means to be the WoW World Champion. In a title match months ago, Jungle Grrrl nearly captured the championship for a second time. But it was WoW's juggernaut, the Beast, that made her mark by forcing the title into the treacherous hands of the born legend Tessa Blanchard. Thus making Tessa Blanchard the first individual in 18 years to ever pin Jungle Grrrl's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count. These 2 prepare to wage war once again. One must recognize nothing seems to slow Jungle Grrrl's momentum. Not age, not years of defying splashes off the 3rd rope, and not even being a mom. For Jungle Grrrl, the stakes are higher. The stakes extend beyond the ring. This match could re-energize a career that is nearing its end, and the thrust of the animal that seeks to quench its thirst once more, or forge the beginning of the end of a career like past champions. For this original WoW superhero, only time will tell. Jungle Grrrl versus Tessa Blanchard for the WoW World Championship.
Finally, after weeks of dodging, we finally get the main event with the former WoW World Champion, Jungle Grrrl, who's in unfamiliar territory. You know, typically dominant, has been the champion for over a decade until she met her first defeat against Tessa Blanchard with the help of the Beast or whatever. But so be it. And now she's the challenger. She's never been in those. She's never been in these shoes, or at least for, you know, a very, very long time. But she's going against the natural born legend, the born legend in Tessa Blanchard, which is this match is 15 minutes of solid wrestling. But the question here is that, will there be interference? Will there be any interference? Will there be any shenanigans? Will there be anything to prevent this match from being a clean one-on-one match? You have to wait and see, because finally the worlds collide as these two most dominant women in WoW finally are going toe to toe for the biggest, the highest stakes in the WoW's world champion. Who will be victorious? You have to wait tomorrow, November 9th, to find out. 8 p.m. at AXS TV. It's a very exciting card. And again, I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this preview episode for tomorrow's episode of WoW. And as always, stay subscribed, interact with us, stay tuned to WoW's Twitter page and so forth for all additional information, news, and exciting stuff coming forward. Thank you for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.